Chapter 13. Non-finite verbs. Let's learn non-finite verbs. The words that tell us about the physical action, eat, an event, happen, or a state, exist, are called verbs. Verbs which have the past and the present form are called finite verbs. A finite verb has a subject. It changes with the tense, person, and the number. It can stand alone as a main verb. For example, they watched the match. Past. She watches the match every day. Present. We shall watch the match tomorrow. Future. These are some verbs which do not fall in the category of tense form are called non-finite verbs. A non-finite verb does not have a subject. It does not change with the tense and the number. It cannot stand alone as a main verb. For example, he likes playing football. She liked playing football. They like playing football. You like playing football. In the above sentences, the verb playing does not change with the number, person or tense. Let's learn kinds of non-finite verbs. There are three kinds of non-finite verbs: infinitives, gerunds, participles. Infinitives. An infinitive is a verb form that acts as the other part of speech in a sentence. It is formed with to plus the base form of the verb. For example, to sing, to draw, etc. An infinitive can be used as an object of a verb. For example, Jerry likes to run. A subject at the beginning of a sentence. For example, to visit Timbuktu is my plan this winter. An adverb modifying a verb. For example, he went to the US to study medicine. An adjective modifying a noun. For example, Arjun has the talent to compete till the end. Gerund. A gerund is a verb, in its ing, present participle, form, that functions as a noun. It names an activity rather than a person or a thing. Any action verb can be made into a gerund. It can appear at the beginning of a sentence when used as a subject. For example, stitching is a passion for me. It can act as an object of a verb. For example, I love swimming. It can serve as an object of a preposition. For example, she is good at painting. It can come after certain verbs or verb phrases. For example, she hates putting mustard in her dishes. Participles. A participle is a form of a verb that is partly a verb and partly an adjective. It can be used in a sentence to modify a noun or noun phrase. There are two kinds of participles, present participle and past participle. Apart from these, there is also the perfect participle. Present participle. The present participle is the ing form of a verb. It acts both as an adjective and verb in a sentence. For example, he was practicing the guitar last night. We welcome practicing lawyers. In the first sentence, the word practicing is acting as a verb, and in the second sentence, practicing is acting as a participle. Past participle. The past participle indicates a completed action. It usually ends in ed, en, d, t or n. It acts as an adjective. For example, the bruised knee should be immediately cleaned. In the above sentence, the word bruised acts as an adjective. I lost my watch. In the above sentence, the word lost acts as a verb. Perfect participle. The perfect participle can be used to shorten or combine two or more clauses. For example, the farmer plowed his field. The farmer headed home. Having plowed his field, the farmer headed home. He had grown up in Kolkata. He tried for a job in the same city. Having grown up in Kolkata, he tried for a job in the same city.